All right, hello. Today I have brought a little question. Is Greg Doucette a problem? Now, I've been thinking about this one for a while now. I've only been watching Greg for like not even a year yet. Like maybe a month or two before the real Mike Israetel beef started. Israetel. Israetel. That's his name. Before that really even started, like a month or two ish. And to be completely honest, going through his old videos, a lot of the controversies that he's gotten in really didn't seem that bad compared to literally getting arrested for dealing drugs.
Boom, here you go.
Once you got caught, were you like arrested?
Yeah, came in my room 5 in the morning.
No
Five guys,
way.
handcuffs, doors.
No way. Like,
Oh yeah, it's
holy
serious.
crap.
Yeah, absolutely. I lost my career as a school teacher. I'm lucky enough that I was able to get famous on YouTube to be able to do the coaching to keep going.
But as more problems keep coming up, because like the longer he does this, like I swear, the more frequently he gets into trouble, whether it be like small trouble or big trouble. And like I said earlier, like so long as you're not getting arrested, getting into YouTube beef isn't really that bad. But I'm here to answer that question. Is it that bad? More in reference to the recent stuff going on with a few different my age fitness characters. Now, I wanted to do this in some kind of order, right? Like not just have it totally dismantled and unintelligible. We're gonna go for this from like a least problematic to most problematic, or yeah, at least in my opinion. Okay, so the first thing I have on this list in my notes app is like the whole thing with Greg Doucette being a hypocrite about his drug usage, specifically steroids. Like I can't believe in current day 2025 we still think that this is like an issue. He clearly states that it's doctor prescribed. He even has a recent video with, I believe it's Transcend, the people that he's partnered with, saying that like, you know, he could go higher if he wanted to, but he just doesn't because it doesn't feel good.
If I take testosterone and I need a Arimidex to counteract the effects, is that basically the breaking point of when it's good? I always tell people less is more, the lowest dose that makes you happy. But obviously I want more muscle. Like who wouldn't want more muscle? And so if I'm perfectly healthy and I can get my levels up to 1,000, then why not? But if you're saying that estrogen could go up and then maybe I need Arimidex, then that's to me the point that it's too much. Like, would you agree with that? Or maybe that's not really on point?
I do agree with that. Especially, for those who don't need it.
I think I don't know if it's the same video, but he also states that the biggest reason he doesn't want to get more steroids is because it doesn't want to get bigger. He's fine the way he is, just staying consistent. If he needs to take more to stay at that level, then I'm sure he will. But he clearly cares about cycling more than he does with bodybuilding these days. I don't see him doing a show anytime soon. You know, honestly, I was just watching the video really quick. This guy kind of looks like Chris Bumstead a little bit, don't you think? Look at that. That's basically him. I've never seen like a more direct comparison in my life. But yeah, they literally talk about in this video that like it's literally called My Blood Work Explained. They literally talk about with his doctor that he could go up if he wanted to. So overall, this is just fucking stupid. I just wanted to get out of the way. All right, another thing I wanted to address that like it's not that big of a deal personally. I don't think it's necessarily too much worse than the first point. Is that Greg Doucette's clickbaiting? Like really, that's what everyone fucking does. I'm sure the title and thumbnail for this video is going to be a little bit clickbaity as well. Like all the drama slop tubers, like you can just call Greg Doucette that basically. On his YouTube channel is just drama stuff, or as he would say, like drama. Okay, like look at this right here. Okay, look at this. Do you guys see that? Look at this. Look at this thumbnail here. I'm sure I'm gonna put like a full size version on the screen. But look at that. It literally says like killed by caffeine. Trend twins in hospital. It's, like obviously you do have to be kind of stupid to think that they actually just died, and Greg would post about it. But I do think this is like the worst example of something he's done for clickbait. Like obviously there's one right below it where like it makes no sense. Do they really make no sense? Are they really just fully retarded? I don't think so. And speaking of the drama slop part of it, look, he literally addresses it. How much longer after? A year? So 4 months. He took 4 months and then responded to it. I think the response got more views, did it? Almost 251,000. And this one got 224,000. He knows what's going to get views. And so he fucking posted it. Now, this third thing I wanted to talk about was something that's actually probably one of the most controversial things he's ever gotten into. It's the whole Hussein Farhat, Hussein, I think it is, Farhat's natty or not status. Now, regardless of whether or not he is natty, they are business partners. So obviously Greg's going to like go to bat for him, whether or not he does believe him, in my opinion.
Is Hussein Farhat a liar, a cheater, a scammer? Is that not what you want to see?
Now, you think this would be like, you know, higher up on the list of like, you know, things that I think would be wrong. But personally, I think the other topics are a bit more problematic. This one in particular is just gonna blow by in the wind. It really doesn't matter whether or not Hussein Farhat is natty or not. All right, and what do I mean by that, right? Well, specifically, I don't think it matters right now. What happens right now doesn't matter, because in Greg's response to Anabolic Sticks video, he made a pretty good point.
And so he's making this video knowing it's going to get views. And that's why he made that video saying, Coach Greg is threatening to sue me when I actually didn't, which is also libel when you make accusations.
The biggest factor being that, like, all the fitness drama YouTubers got insane views from this. Like, everybody benefited from it overall. And also, Greg got to make whole merch about this. 1 in a million. Like, he has merch from this now. It's like using changing your creator code to like natty or something, or like natty or not, fake natty, something like that. It's on that level of like petty hilariousness. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, like he literally gave Anabolic Stick like a whole career, basically. And I even, at first, I was thinking of the same similarities between Mr. Beast and Dogpack, like that whole spat of, I think it was last year, 2024. And for those of you who don't remember, he made a pretty bombshell of a video saying that Mr. Beast was not only a liar, but like he was hiring pedophiles, he was covering up for Chris Tyson, and obviously some pretty heinous shit, obviously. But the reason why this differs is because Dogpack was like purely malicious, disgruntled employee. It's that word's been thrown around a lot in that controversy. But this one, I think Anabolic Stick just wanted to make a career off something. Like he just wanted a clickbaity title and thumbnail. I mean, sure, yeah, he did have what he thought was some proof, but it's just not enough. Clearly, like at this point, I'm pretty sure Hussein is natty. At least right now, he is. I believe he is right now. But clearly, everyone benefited from it. Like it's a win-win for everyone. But if for some reason I like have to eat my words down the line, like maybe Hussein starts losing like 10 pounds a year or something, and he like completely ruins himself, then sure, I'll eat my words and apologize or whatever. Really, I see this as not big of it, like not an issue at all, really. Now, what I think is really obvious is the main reason why people want to see this guy fail is because sometimes he does do the not so humble brag about look at this, day in the life of a fake natty millionaire, and then there's another one. Where was it? Right here. Day in the life of a 22-year-old millionaire. Like that was just purely like flex title thumbnail right there. And I'm sure I'll throw up a few examples of Greg Doucette doing something similar. I don't think he's blatantly saying multimillionaire in his titles, but like they're both pretty, open about being millionaires off of, their job, basically.
Come on! You make more money than Coach Greg. I mean, I'm told don't brag about how much money you make, but I make more money than Togi.
But again, like if I was in their position, I'd probably be bragging about it too. Like shit, man. Like people expect these guys to be like wholesome, down to earth. I only make 100,000 a year. I don't make money off this. I give it all to charity. Like they're supposed to be donating their millions to charity. What? That makes no sense. The only reason why they're making this money is because you're fucking watching their videos and buying their shit. Now, that does lead into my next point a little bit, is Greg Doucette's attitude in his videos. Now, he's very popular for not only his natty or nots, but the fact that he's like a completely different person off camera. Now, obviously, I don't know him in real life. I only know him from his videos, but like when he goes on podcasts, he really is like, not just the voice is different.
Okay, before you watch this freaking video, like it! Like the button right now!
Okay, and I've been doing videos on Alex for several years. People have been saying, you guys hate each other. I keep calling him out, but really...
Which is like drastic difference. It's the fact that he can talk about his life just like he's a regular entrepreneur, basically. There's a moment on the Mike Thurston podcast with Greg Doucette, how literally it's the audience that just happened to come to him from the Natty or Nots, that like he did 1 or 2 of them, and then his messages just started blowing up.
You don't have a team doing that. It's like you're researching and you're like, I'm going to do a video on this.
No team. Now, when I first started, people like me, I don't know, they would just send every video. Greg Doucette, do a Natty or Not on David Lave, Jeff Seed, and it would be like 100 messages in my DMs, like, do this, and I'd be like, oh, I'll do this, and it would be viral.
Mm-hmm. And he stated that multiple times in videos, that like, it's the people that watch you. It's like obviously when it's when your content goes too far, like you're actually harassing people in real life type shit. Like, obviously, that's not your audience's fault. But when it comes to this specific scenario, doing natty or nots on people, it's the people asking for it. Why would he do it on somebody that nobody cares about? Why do you think he did it on one of his business partners? Like, what? Like, why would he do that if not for people asking for it? The one point that Anabolic Stick, I think it was him, that he made the point was that he did one drug test and then that was good. Like, he's natty. But, like, he's done that for other people, too. The very select few people that have actually just personally done blood work for Greg's video, is that really too little? But clearly that doesn't fucking matter, because even when people do take multiple drug tests and then they're still able to prove their innocence, people don't care. It's just like, they just, like, one video isn't gonna totally disprove or make people believe the other side, really. Like, he was able to prove that he's natty right now. So, like, does it really matter otherwise? I mean, he's still jacked as a current natty, isn't he? If anything, we should just laugh at his dorky 5-year-old photos of him. Like, where he's at that angle where he's, like, standing up and looking down at you. I thought that was hilarious. But speaking of hilarious, I want to bring up the one thing that I think Greg Doucette actually deserves criticism for. It's the whole Mike Israetel drama. It was an extremely long beef that sometimes went too far. Now, obviously, you can criticize how people train, or you can criticize how they do their videos and shit like that. But I mean, Greg Doucette said it himself. Like, when Mike Israetel said one thing, Greg had 10 things to say, whether or not they were even valid.
We'll watch your video, watch 30 minutes, and pick the 3 points in the video out of 30 that I disagree with, and then go hard on that. Versus, if I was in a positive mindset, I might be like, oh, what are the best things he said in this video, and go there. So I specifically target that, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to put the most negative light on this, because A, it's gonna get the most views, and deep down I'm like, I also want to, like, show them what I'm feeling, because obviously I'm, like, hurt by the initial interaction, if that makes sense.
Like, his videos even prompted, I can't remember the name off the top of my head of the guy, he prompted him to say that Mike Israetel is the worst bodybuilder of all time. All right, guys, quick editor's note. This guy did not say, this is Lyle McDonald, he did not say that Mike Israetel was the worst bodybuilder, but he still did bash him pretty harshly, so I'm going to put a clip of it right here.
With Mike's as a bodybuilder, which is that his terrible lines, no waist, no shape, no symmetry, terrible muscle bellies. There was nothing he could have ever done.
Like, come on, does he really deserve that? Because that's not even true. And honestly, I really don't think he needed to, like, hug and kiss the guy on video and then say he'll never make videos on him again. Because, like, for one thing, we know that's not true. He's going to make videos, and he has since then. And two, it just sounds like he's trying to, like, silence criticism. I know Mike Israetel himself said, you can still make videos on me. But it sounded like Eric Janicki, like, you know, really wanted them to completely squash it, and then it would just be all fuzzy rainbow huggy-wuggy from there. I think that's really lame, honestly. There should be a back and forth between them, because clearly they don't agree on a lot of things. Like, not just on the surface either, like fundamentals. Who cares if Mike Israetel's bald and then Greg Doucette's an old yappy parrot? Who cares? Like, their fundamentals are what's important to the arguments. That's why it lasted as long as it did. Although I do believe that Greg, in some cases, did take it too far to those, like, not the fundamental stuff, like just it sometimes just straight up went to bullying. All right, now something specific I wanted to bring up about this is that Greg Doucette, in the video with him and Mike Israetel making up in the Eric Janicki video, he tries to pass off at least some of the blame to editor Steve, his brother.
Steve gets way more hurt than me. Like, there's comments like, Steve, in the comment section, people attack him like he's my brother, but
he's not even in the videos.
In that, apparently he hates Mike Israetel more than Greg even does. He tries to play it off like he doesn't care that much and it doesn't bother him. But you watch a video like Mike Israetel has a sad diet / life, and it's like, it's not even really full of memes. It's just a bunch of clips, and it kind of plays off as, like, normal in a way, with just, like, regular criticism, and it's not really even that funny. But then you go over to a video like The Downfall of Mike Israetel. That one's chock full of memes and jokes and, like, I don't want to say malicious, but, like, clearly not so tasteful words to say about him. Now, granted, these are well over 6 months apart, but that just proves to me more that this is just more malicious than not. Like, he's the one waking up in the morning ready to make that video, and I can't I can't place the blame of like me being angry at someone on my editor, and then me saying the words through them. That doesn't make any sense to me. So really, I guess all I want out of that specifically is that I wish Greg took more responsibility for the words that he said in many, many videos. Because over time, it just became so, not just mean, in my opinion, but fucking annoying, man. Like, how long are you gonna hold this stupid petty grudge against this one guy? But I guess the one good thing that did come from the squashing the beef video is that now he can just return to talking about Mike Israetel normally. He can give general, actual criticism without throwing memes in there and being like a fucking idiot after how this beef went on way too long. But all I'm saying is I'm glad it's over, and I wish he took more responsibility for the things that he did. All right, and overall, do I really think Greg Doucette is a problem? Not really, honestly. Like, even with the one thing that I did have a problem with, it's already done and over. So, like, I don't have to personally care that much how Mike and Greg treat each other, because they're clearly on fine terms now. And one final question I wanted to ask overall is, like, does it really matter? Out of all the, 4 or 5 things that I brought up, does any of it matter? I would say no. Really, no. I don't think it matters at all. I think the fact that he has put out enough content that is actually substantial to the world, like side effects of steroids, and sometimes the natty or nots do matter. Because, like, a lot of people genuinely did believe that The Rock was natty for a long time. And I never even really thought about it that much, but I probably would have believed it too. But really, I do think the good videos that he makes, the ones that actually matter, really do make sense to have there. And again, like, a lot of the videos that he did make that are just drama slop shit, like, people asked for it. You asked for it. It doesn't really, like, matter, because he wouldn't make a video that he knows would get 50,000 views. The only thing I genuinely believe I could give him criticism for is that, like, he sounds so disingenuous in videos sometimes, especially now, because, like, he's brought up multiple times that, like, he records these videos like a week in advance sometimes more, and, like, it just sounds so robotic at times. But there are definitely times when you watch Greg Doucette enough, you'll know the videos that he cares more about than others. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. I just have been thinking about this for a while now. As I was making the video, this was starting out as more of like a hit piece, but then it turned into like that final question that I asked. Like, does it really matter? Like why does it matter that he takes steroids, or defending Hussein Farhat? It doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't. And I turned out to be wrong on a lot of things too. A lot of these were starting out as like yeah, I think this is a problem. And then it turned into, it's really not. The only thing I actually cared about was the Mike Israetel thing overall in the end. But yeah, that's it. Later.